Hi, my name is Rob Lucas from RLS Computer Services, and today I'm going to be taking you through Windows 10. As you know, Windows 10 is the latest release of the Microsoft operating system, and this basically has the combination of Windows 7 and Windows 8, brings the features that people were wanting when they thought Windows 8 came out back, and really I think is an absolute amazing version of Windows. So let's get stuck into it straight away. The first thing I wanted to show you, which is the obvious thing to show you, is the Start All Programs is back. Yay! This is what everybody wanted. Everyone wanted to be able to go to Start All Programs to see what programs they had installed, rather than going for the Start Metro screen, which was a little bit cumbersome and a little bit quirky. So you've got that back. But of course, what they've done now is on the right-hand side of there, they've got the traditional start button that was in Windows 8. So you've got best of both worlds. And so you can go ahead and you can unpin applications that you don't want there. You can go back and you can pin applications that you do want there, and you can move those around so you've got the best look and feel that you're happy with, so that you're using it the way that you want to use it. This is what people wanted. This is exactly what people were after when Windows 8 came out, and now we've got it in Windows 10. So that's perfect. This is an absolutely fantastic feature. One of the things that I noticed as well when you open up the apps or any of the applications, really, but mainly the apps, is that they open up in a borderless environment. So they don't seem to have any border around them. And I think I'm trying to recall back into my Windows 8 environment whether that borderless functionality was there or not. I'm not 200% sure, but I like the fact that you've got this apps that sort of take up the entire space rather than a separate window with a border around it. Sorry. One of the other things I like is what I call four-way snapping. When you had Windows 7, you could snap things to the right and you could snap things to the left, so it's great if you're sort of moving files from one place to another. What you've got is four-way snapping, so that you can have 4 different windows open at one time, and you can snap them to the top right, top left, bottom left, and so on, so on, so on. Or a combination of that, so you can have top right and then full screen on the left. I think that's again an awesome feature, because at the end of the day, if you are doing things something like again, file transferring is an excellent example. You're transferring files from, say, a memory stick to the computer, or vice versa, and you've got your browser open at the same time, and you're watching, I don't know, eBay. Make sure you win an auction or something like that. Then you can have those all open at the same time and just snap them on your screen, and you'll be able to see them. Great if you've got a nice big screen, 17-inch plus, because that will be big and it will take up that space, and you'll be able to still see what goes on. The next thing I wanted to bring to your attention is a thing called Project Spartan. Now, there's something, some conspiracy, or I don't know, some mystery about this. Is this the new browser, or is it the new browser? I'm not too sure. But what Project Spartan does, it is a browser, so it is your browser. You can go on the internet, you can browse, and you can look for stuff. But what it also does is it allows you to do some really cool things. One of those cool things is annotation. So you could annotate, for example, the website that you're on. So again, if you're creating, say, training notes or guides, whatever it might be, and you needed to be able to annotate things or highlight things or circle things and then export them out to OneNote or in another format, you can do that with this new Project Spartan. Also, what you'll find is it has Cortana built in. Now, Cortana is basically, if you've got a Windows phone, you'll know what I'm talking about. It's where you can actually give it voice commands and voice instructions to go and do things. So it's got that Cortana built into that Project Spartan browser. However, if you want to, you can use the traditional browser, the latest version that's still on Windows 10, which I think is Internet Explorer 11. That's still there, so you can go ahead and you can just use a normal browser if you don't want to engage in this Project Spartan, or indeed you can go ahead and download, install whatever browser you feel comfortable with. Now, what I want to do right now is one thing I forgot to mention on the Start button. When you've got these this new Start button look and feel, where you've got the all programs, and of course on the right hand side You've got your Metro sort of look and feel. One of the things that you can do is you can expand it to full screen. And again, that's a neat little feature so that you can bring it up to full screen and you can shrink it back down, and you can therefore see more of your apps and what programs you've got in place. Now, those are the really cool things that I really wanted to sort of bring to people's attention with Windows 10. Some other things that you can do with Windows 10, for example, are multiple desktops. Again, multiple desktops is a fantastic feature because you can have, say, 3 desktops running at once. One desktop you might be doing your online banking with. Another desktop might have Microsoft Word on, and another desktop might be doing something completely different. And you can then toggle back and forth from those desktop views, and that will allow you, to some degree, have a little bit of privacy. So you might be doing some, say, online banking on one of your desktops. So you don't want people to see that, so you just quickly shift over to your Microsoft Word document that you're writing. Okay, that's your quick preview today. There are many other features of Windows 10, so why don't you go ahead and reserve your copy so you can download it on its release date, which is July the 29th, 2015. My name is Rob Lucas from RLS Computer Services.